Hello, Bill Mead here again. And in this video, I want to take a look at Project 18, which really is pretty much the culmination of all the work I've done on this project so far. I'm sure there will be more down the road because there's still lots to explore. But at this point, this is what I've got. And I'm really pretty excited about it. I think it's pretty cool. So in this project, I not only added a whole bunch more color schemes, as well as more shapes, more borders, more possible things to come up. But probably the most interesting thing that I added was a probability generator. So what that does is when the project starts its fade out mode, it resets its probabilities. And how that's different is in the past, in previous projects, what I did was I kind of set the probabilities manually. 40% chance that it's going to draw a box, 20% chance that it's going to draw a circle. And I was able to kind of control the aesthetics that way, but I wanted more variety. I wanted it to have more chance of sort of going in different directions and picking its own direction to go in. So with this probability generator, it can actually say, well, it's 90% more likely to draw a box, or 90% more likely to draw to put words on the screen. And what's kind of interesting about that is, we can see this here. We can see we've got a bunch of words going on here already, but you can actually see it. I have it set to sort of report this out in the console log. So you can actually go to your tools menu and turn on your web console, and you can see the probabilities as they are sort of working their way out here. So here you can see I'm very likely to draw boxes. So what this means is that at the beginning of the create box function, it picks a random number between 1 and 100. Okay, and if that number in this case is larger than 22, it's going to be adding boxes to the screen, and then it finishes the adding that box to the screen, picks a new random number. If that random number is between 10 and 22, it'll add a circle. When it finishes adding that element to the screen, it'll pick a random number again. If it's between 6 and 10, it'll add a letter to the screen. If it's between 0 and 6, it'll add a word to the screen. And then once it enters fade out mode, it will then reset its probabilities. So here you can see the probabilities have been reset here. And it's still very likely to draw a box. All of these probabilities coming up just kind of randomly are in favor of drawing boxes until you look at this one up here. This one was very likely to add words to the page. So what I think is interesting about that is that it gives the types of designs that could come up some probabilities, and so it's not just a mishmash of everything. It's more likely to do some things over other things, but only for a while. And then once it goes into fade out mode, all of that can change, and you can end up with some, by accident, very interesting compositions going on, just kind of on their own, which I think is always really fascinating and one of the main reasons I'm interested in this project. So that's where we are at the moment, and I hope you've enjoyed this series of videos on this.